Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Cancer, July 29, 2022. Today's Mercury-Mars square can build some tension, and it's best not to speak too quickly. This can be a time when you're anxious to express yourself, but it's too easy to draw hasty conclusions. Someone could communicate brusquely or insensitively, which riles you up. Changes in your daily schedule can frustrate you but are likely necessary in the long run. Try not to make decisions under pressure, especially about something you haven't considered carefully. Save things for a better time when you have more facts and more patience. No one will like the frustrating energy echoing throughout the cosmos today. In fact, every single thing could make you and others feel triggered. While you're often deeply sensitive and compassionate, when you're feeling threatened, targeted, or disrespected, you will be unafraid of exploring your emotions on someone who deserves to take a seat. Mighty Mars, the red planet of war that is in your solar third house of neighbors, will crash like a rocket against a drunken Mercury. Friction around your living space or neighborhood could trigger an explosive fight with your lover. Avoid any unnecessary drama at work today. You cannot talk sense into people who want to be stubborn when Mercury in Leo squares Mars in Taurus. A seemingly harmless comment or interaction could lead to funky drama. Someone may even stubbornly refuse to see things in a different light or admit when they are wrong, and yes, this might be you. Instead of locking yourself into a weirdly tense confrontation, take a step back from the conversation when it gets to be too much. Focus on fun, light-hearted interactions. Pay attention to the news today. Be sure to check out not just the mainstream news, but the offbeat, smaller, independent publications. Question what you hear and what you read. Take an active role in increasing your own knowledge of the world. Take responsibility for your citizenship by keeping a keen eye out to what is going on. Information is an important piece of the puzzle towards gaining power. Private affairs will run smoothly thanks to your relaxed and open manner. No nasty surprises are waiting around the corner, and you have the chance to finally clear up an old misunderstanding. You are obviously a good listener and give your family and friends the feeling that you're on the same wavelength as them. Whatever happens, it's all about you right now. You make the calls, you give directions, and you're taking names left and right. At the very least, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you did your best. Wherever you go, people are pleased to see you. Your poise, self-confidence in matters of the heart opens doors, and you come across as rather an interesting proposition whenever you arrive on the scene. Be sure to make the most of your availability and fully employ your willingness to show interest in others. You can expect a somewhat frustrating energy to the day ahead. If you sit down to a task that requires intense concentration, you'll undoubtedly be plagued by a series of minor interruptions. The phone won't quite ring, and there will be a series of knocks at the door. If you demand some peace and quiet, your entourage may make remarks about how grouchy and ill-tempered you are today. This too shall pass. You'll be in better spirits tomorrow. Your scope of things will be much wider on this day. It would not be surprising if you found yourself suddenly thinking of a major endeavor that feels reachable. The influence of this master vibration has this effect quite often. Allow your mind to think of the options you have available. Further, think of all of the potential problems. The more you think things through, the more sound your decisions will be. Don't jump into things without giving every angle consideration. While today's new moon in your income sector and Jupiter's retrograde turn in your career sector are two separate events, they are linked. Just 2 days before the Sun, still in his first week in your income sector, will form its first friendly aspect to Jupiter in your career sector while here in 12 years. This will help to cement what is set to become an ongoing partnership between new income and untapped professional potential. Jupiter and the professional gods have got you to this point, with the money gods now taking the driver's seat. Thanks to the moon's departure from Cancer yesterday, you have a better read on your heart but also on Venus' influence as the planet of love moves into her final 2 weeks here today. It was the moon's connection with forces on the romantic and relationship fronts, the same that Venus will make before leaving, that is helping to shape your romantic and relationship expectations for the coming year. Our eyes in the sky. There is big Leo energy around you with both the Sun and Mercury surrounding you with love and light, but the big planetary news today is relationship-focused, balance-seeking asteroid Juno heading retrograde in procrastinator Pisces. Any interpersonal struggles that you've tried to cover up float to the surface now, and you'll have a hard time ignoring them under this self-reflective retro motion. Some good questions to ask yourself during this retrograde cycle will be why you're in the relationships you're in, and if the partnerships in your life have an equal sense of give and take. You might not have any huge epiphanies or aha moments now, but putting yourself on the track toward figuring out which relationships work and which ones need more effort is a big step forward for you while Juno spins backward. In the morning, the Leo moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, stimulating self-indulgence. As the moon transits Cancer, we crave safety and comfort, and we might believe that we can sate our appetite for security by feeding our cravings, Jupiter style. For this reason, be conscious of how coping mechanisms can become unhealthy. We might go overboard trying to protect or nurture those who have not requested our help. Avoid eating or drinking to excess. This transit will pass quickly, and we probably won't suffer too many ill effects. However, we should be conscious of how we perceive voids and the ways we seek to fill them. Later, the moon aligns with Venus in Leo, stoking sentimentality. We might long to be around loved ones, those with whom we are safe expressing our emotions. We can easily pour our devotional feelings into our pets, home environments, creative projects, or even our work. However, it is more likely that this aspect will manifest in a desire to socialize. Although we incline to give love at this time, be mindful that you are worthy of receiving it too, even if you haven't done anything to earn it.